Hey y'all, dedicated father here. So I'm I'm gonna touch on something, and I'll relate it back. But man, oh man, I don't know who's drinking the Kool-Aid here and buying all this stuff going on right now in the world, but it's just ridiculous. I'm gonna leave company out of it, but there's a company out there that's had some mishaps, some bad things happen, and there's been some people coming out against to talk about them that have worked for that company, said company. They may or may not make things that, go up in the sky and hold a whole bunch of people. And the second one now, the second person coming out for them is, or against them, has suddenly passed away mysteriously. That's just kind of crazy. And it made me think. I just saw it pop up. I'm in a bad place. I have no reception here. Anyone who's ever been in North Texas understands there's not a lot of hills up here unless you get to hill country. But up here in the Panhandle, the little rolling hills, I'll flip. I can't even flip this around here. It was so basically it's just these little tiny little hills, but it's beautiful because it all burnt up here. So now it's growing back nice and green. But anyways, so they I don't know how in the world people can buy what is going on that there's nothing suspicious going on. It drives me nuts to think. I think about, the 2016 scenario and prior to that, and how somebody was running for office and people that kept trying to speak out against them kept mysteriously passing away. And it just, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. It's just wrong. There's something wrong there. And so I was thinking about that, and I was like, I got to turn this to a video, and I want to bring it back, and I don't like to get political on the videos. So where I want to bring this back to is, and it says, biblically, it says that the followers of Christ will be prosecuted, or will be persecuted. Now, that being said, right is right, wrong is wrong. So these folks that were coming out against this company and then suddenly got see, I'm trying so hard to not let this video get dinged, and I'm failing at it. They got offed. They still were doing what was right, and they will be rewarded for that. They're gonna have to answer for their sins, for all of their bad things. They're gonna be judged for it. But he doesn't forget about the things we're doing right, even when it causes us harm or costs us our life. He understands, especially when it costs us our life. He understands what we're trying to do and what is right. So that is what we need to be making sure our kids know. You may not be the most popular person in the class when right is right, wrong is wrong, and you go ahead and stick up for right, even when everyone in the class wants to do what is wrong. Those kids are not, it's not going to be an easy time for them. But it's the fact that they get to go home and they get to sleep at night knowing I did what was right. And I take that on my day-to-day job, y'all. I'm a volunteer firefighter, but I do life insurance as my job, so to speak, my career, and I work for myself. I don't work for a company. And people tell me all the time when they sit and lay out everything they have, and I'm like, well, why do you have me here? You're for what you want, you're covered. There's no reason to do anything different. And they're like, well, never had somebody really tell us that. They just keep giving us different policies. I'm like, no, in fact, these ones right here could be combined, but I can help you do that, but I don't need to be any part of this. If it's right, it's right. It's wrong, it's wrong. Simple as that. Live by that. Take care of people. God takes care of you. We need to be instilling that in our children. There is so much wrong out in this world that again, I'm using the same words over and over again, but there's so much wrong out in this world that, especially media, wants to make you think that wrong is right, up is down, down is up. It's crazy. I don't, and I'm laughing about it because it's kind of funny, but it's frustrating, and it actually gets me fired up. And I'm trying not to pull a Zach Rushing video here where I just want to just lay it out there. I'll leave that to him though. That guy cracks me up. If you ever got some time and you mind some profanities, pop on some Zach Rushing and watch a Mississippi boy get fired up. But he's a good guy, really good guy. He's been taking a lot of heat, but that man puts so much time and effort into helping the homeless community, the veteran homeless community, and giving to kids with cancer, as he's beat cancer a few times himself. Y'all, yeah, give Zach Rushing a look up on YouTube and Facebook. Yeah. Anyways, but we need to make sure that our kids know that through grade school all the way up into college, I mean, even what's going on right now on all these campuses going on, it's obvious what is happening is wrong. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And there's people that are actually being asked why you're doing this. Well, I don't know. They just said they needed our support. You don't even know why you're out there making all these people like scared to be who they are. Keep in mind, those are God's people that you're against. Just putting that out there. Meh. But and they don't even know what they're doing. So it's these outsiders coming in, causing problems, and then sending messages out and getting these students in to just cause issues, just because they want to whine and throw a fit and get attention. And then we put them on the news, so they're getting exactly what they want. That is wrong. Our kids need to know. And you got these other kids, very few and far between, that are speaking out. I saw a couple of them that were actually speaking out, and now maybe they're just trying to get their 15 minutes of fame. I don't know. But I saw a couple of them speaking out against it, and you know they're going to be getting the hate mail and the threats from it and all of that. But once again, I was just sitting there watching. It was like this a couple nights ago, 2 nights ago. But they're doing what's right. They don't care how they're going to be treated for it. They're doing what's right. They are coming on here and talking to the world on different news channels and saying, this is what's happening that you're not seeing. And they're doing what's right. And they're proving it. They're giving you proof and evidence to it too, rather than, unfortunately, people tell us what to think and they don't even give you reasoning or evidence behind it. But y'all, that's where I'm at today. I'm obviously kind of fired up on this subject, and I'm a real positive guy, and I'm trying to be happy and laugh about it because it is comical, really. It seems so simple, even down to Looney Tunes. We know that the one who tries to go wrong, right? Which they don't even play on TV anymore. But the one who tries to go wrong, cat's trying to, murder a mouse, and every time he does something wrong on Tom and Jerry, he ends up getting repercussions of that. Or Roadrunner and Coyote, every time the Coyote tries to blow up the Roadrunner, he gets blown up himself. I mean, it always comes back tenfold, and doing the right thing will always return. Even if it comes down to not returning until you get to that gate, it will always come back to you. So make sure we're instilling that in our kids. Make sure that they understand that. Y'all, I hope y'all have an amazingly blessed day. I'm going to keep driving through these beautiful hills, and I have quite the long day ahead of me here. But and I didn't bring a jacket. It's going to be warm again today, but it's cold this morning. Y'all, I hope y'all have a blessed day. Be strong. Raise 'em right.